Good morning, Charm City, and welcome to the SBC Mound Previews. I am Chase Coburn, joined by my incredible co-hosts Matthew Heiserman and Jacob Muncie. Today it is June 25th, 2024, and it is time to talk about the Orioles game later tonight at 7:05 Eastern, because look, it is a beautiful day outside, and it is a beautiful day for baseball. Matthew, why don't we start with you? The Orioles have lost 4 straight. What do you think? Who do you think is an X factor you think that can really make them bounce back and finally get on the win?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Chase, and this is a very controversial opinion, but I'm going to have to go with Cedric Mullins because we know the cold sun that he's been in. We've seen the struggles that he's had recently, and I have no doubt in my mind that when you take a player in a cold slump, if he has a good game, I know that'll translate to the rest of the team and lead to overall success.
Absolutely. Mullins actually had a great series against the Yankees as well, showing he can do it in the big moments. Jacob, right now the Cleveland Guardians are the #1 seed in the American League as we're sitting here on June 25th. What an accomplishment. What an incredible leap for them. What do you think has been the main reason why they've been able to make this jump?
Well, after the loss of Shane Bieber, obviously their best player, they need someone, or really everybody, to step up on their team. That's why Stephen Kwan, he's been batting absolutely incredible, 389, as well as the Naylor brothers, Jose Ramirez obviously, and David Fry is the designated hitter. And I just feel like I feel like a lot of people are surprised by this after the loss of Shane Bieber and how successful they have been. But really, I'm not, because all these players have been doing absolutely terrific up at the plate. And maybe the pitching could get a little bit better, but other than that, I think they're doing incredible.
Speaking of the pitching, someone who's been amazing for Cleveland, Emmanuel Clase, their closer. They did not use him last night, despite being in a closing situation. If he's coming in tonight, how do you think we'll really be able to make an impact against this cold Baltimore offense?
Well, I feel like I don't really know what kind of impact. I mean, I guess he'll be able to strike out some batters. What do you mean by impact?
You think he'll help keep a save? You think he'll help secure a victory?
Yeah, it'll definitely help secure a victory. It's assuming they have the lead in a closing situation. You're gonna need obviously the best closer in base, or one of the best closers in baseball. I mean, that's what you would assume would happen, is they get a save or something like that.
Absolutely. Now let's head over to the starters, Matt. It's a really interesting matchup, or really interesting starters for both teams, Logan Allen and Cole Irvin. Two pitchers who haven't been really in command on the mound, but yet both have a really good win-to-loss record. Someone's got to get the loss, or maybe they don't, but someone really should come up with the win. Someone's got to really have a good performance. Break down kind of this pitching matchup for me.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at it, we see that Logan Allen has a record of 8-3, and Irvin is 6-3. But in my opinion, I think record kind of doesn't matter, because that also highly depends on bats and whether your batters can get the lead. And then you look at ERA, we've seen Allen been struggling, so hopefully the Orioles are able to kind of take advantage of that. And another concern, though, when you look at Irvin, is that this Guardians team has been on fire recently. You have batters like Kwan, you have Josh Naylor, David Fry, Jose Ramirez, of course, who hit the solo home run. So it will be a challenge for both pitchers, but I think that the one that really is able to just play a little bit better is really going to be the one who makes the difference.
Absolutely. We got to wrap this up. Jacob, you have a Cleveland shirt on. Does that mean you're going with the Guardians? Who's your pick and why?
I wish I could go with the Guardians, but I mean, there's no way the Orioles can lose 5 straight games in a row. I mean, they're too good of a team for this to happen. I think the Orioles, they're gonna come in with a chip on their shoulder mentality. They're gonna have to try and prove something, and they're gonna get the win tonight. But it's gonna be a very close game.
Absolutely. Matt, you mentioned your X factor earlier. Is there another player you think can make a difference for the Orioles, and what's the result?
I mean, yeah, I mentioned one that not many consider when they're thinking about X factors. But then, of course, you also have to look at your Adley Rutschmans and your Gunnar Hendersons. And, of course, if they can play great, they're going to make the biggest impact. But overall, I'm going to go with the Orioles. Feels like a crime not to go with them in Baltimore. We're not losing 5 in a row. So let's pick up the dub here and then finish the series strong.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching the SBC Mound Previews alongside Jacob Muncie and Matthew Heiserman. I am Chase Coburn. Have an incredible sunny day in Baltimore. Go Orioles.